H.E.M.P, sisters and brothers, welcome to the House of Super Beings. I am the Jedi Knight of Ra, hero of H.E.M.P. Welcome. H.E.M.P, H.E.M.P, is an acronym for helping empower my people. Now, my people has two meanings. The first one, of course, is meaning so-called black people, even though we are brown, but we are called black. The second meaning refers to a passage in the Helios Biblios, which you call the Bible, or the Sun Book. Helios being sun, and Biblios being book. And that passage say, "Come out of her, my people, that you not partake of her diseases or her sins, or her sins or her diseases." And who is her? Her is the system. People say the system. And we also include the city. This is where most of our people live. The system is the control of buying and selling. Again, another passage from the so-called Bible. And keeping my people in lack, loss, and limitation, which we call lockdown. So how do we come out of her? By growing and producing hemp products. And that will be covered in Dr. Claude Anderson's Powernomics. That's what we are using as the basis, as the plan for developing and growing hemp products. Powernomics is the national plan for black people to become self-sufficient by owning and controlling all processes from the seed to retail. So this page, hemp, is for those who wish to be a part of this movement. We call it the Black to the Land movement. Exodus to the Promised Land. And if you're not familiar with hemp, with this one plant, we can create thousands of different products. The most important are food, bricks for housing, homes, and textiles for clothes. Now, as you see, I am not in my superhero outfit totally, just the mask today. But the shirt that I have on shows you some of the products that can be made from this one plant, hemp. We won't go into the marijuana side of the plant just yet. We'll get into that on other videos. But on my shirt it says, to come out of the red meaning being in debt. Although we bring in $1 trillion and spend $1 trillion a year or more, black people are in the red because that money is gone as soon as they get it to some other people. So to come out of the red, black people need to go green. And that green is the hemp or the whole plant, the cannabis plant, which include hemp and the so-called marijuana. Like I said, we'll get into that on other videos. So, like I said, the most important are food and homes and clothing. So, but the first thing is the land. That comes first. You have to have land in order, even though it's just one plant, it's simple. But the hardest part has been getting black people to come together, leave, or even if you want to stay in the city, get land, and we can grow whatever we want, really. But the hemp is our source. Hemp we call the poverty healing plant. Now, as I speak, black people all over the country, even all over the world, literally anywhere where they can see it, are all elated about the Black Panther movie and how it portrayed our black people as free and self-sufficient. You understand? So people are all up, yeah, Black Panther. But now what comes after that? How do we follow that up? Okay, you're all excited now, and everybody's excited about the Black Panther. Now you take your children to see that, and they want to be queens and kings, and then you take them back to the city. What's going to follow that up? Another movie, and you spend another $1 billion on it? We have to follow it up with something real, with something that's really going to help us build a real Wakanda. And hemp is the road to Wakanda, or to the real and true Wakanda. We'll talk about where the real Wakanda is, again in later videos. So I use the Bible a lot. This is not, I am not a believer in the Bible, but there are some things in there that makes perfect sense. And again, most black people either know about the Bible or are into the belief system of the Bible. So in that book, the Helios Biblios, in Ezekiel 34:29, it says, and this is the Most High talking, and I will raise up for them a plant of renown, not give them my only son or anything else. It says, I will raise up for them a plant of renown, and they shall be no more consumed or consumers with hunger in the land. Even though we eating, black people are literally starving. When you see somebody overweight, that's literally a form of starvation. The body is not getting the correct nutrients. Again, we'll get into all that in other videos. So it says, there will be no more hunger in the land. And it says, I shall raise up for them a plant of renown. And we here at the House of Super Beings know, we don't believe, we know this plant that it's speaking of is the hemp or the cannabis plant. Understand? Hemp is the male side, marijuana is the female side. But it's speaking of the cannabis plant. And what other plant on the planet does as many things as the hemp plant? Name a plant. Please. Even if you do, how all of a sudden this plant, at least the marijuana side, is becoming legal all over the country. People are making money, It's being built up. Just like the Black Panther movie showed us, oh, we can be this. Well, here is the way to be that. This plant right here. There's a purpose for all this happening at the same time. A black president, the Black Panther, a green plant. So like I said, we know this plant is the plant of renown talked about in the Bible. So the they that are coming out of the land, again, we know that they're talking about us because we are the most hated, the most used, the people on the planet, even though we spend more money, more cash than some nations on the planet. So we believe, we know that it's talking about black people. And we know that that plant that it's talking about is cannabis, hemp, and marijuana. Thus we say, Panther power to the people. You understand? Panther power being, like you said in that movie, you seen free blacks, self-sufficient in their own land. High technology. We don't have to worry about the high technology. That's off to the side. We have technology. We have high technology. It's called melanin. But we'll deal with that on another video. So, this hemp helping empower my people is an organization. And this organization will be made up of different committees. And each committee will focus on the production of a different product. So you have a committee that focuses on the food production. We will grow it. The House of Super Beings, we will be the ones centralized growing the plant. So we'll have a committee over here who will deal with the food, a committee over here who will deal with the making of the bricks and the hemp houses and things, and a committee over here that deals with the textiles, and a committee over here that deals with the paper, and each committee will focus on their particular product, and they will find investors, they will produce the product, etc. And we'll all work together so all of us will become self-sufficient people. So, to finance hemp or helping empower my people, to finance the organization, we are accepting a limited number of members. Everybody won't want to be involved anyway. But we are accepting a limited number of members, from 50 to 100 people. And the benefits of that is, by limiting the number, even though we'll be able to sell our hemp products all over the nation. You can't sell marijuana all over the nation yet, but you can sell hemp products after they're already made. You can sell hemp products all over the nation and maybe even all over the world.